You're simply the best, better than all the rest.
Hello, it's JP here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' very impressive victory over Ross County at the weekend there. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and we'll be on our way. Let's just get straight into this video, guys. So the game finished, Ross County 0, Rangers 4, and what could have been a potentially banana skin for Rangers. Obviously the tails were up from Ross County having beaten Celtic last weekend, and they're a good side and they did create chances in this game. 4-0 doesn't kind of tell the whole story. They did come out and try and play a little bit, particularly in the second half. And the thing about Ross County is they defend well and they also create a number of good opportunities for themselves, but the big difference is between us and them, we take our chances, they didn't take their chances when they came to them, and that's mainly the difference. It was still a professional performance from Rangers, and I believe that the 3 points were fully deserved, to be honest. Looking at the game, we started not too bad, but Ross County I thought had a good start as well, and the first chance actually came to them about maybe 25 minutes or something like that. Long ball over the top. Long ball over the top to Harry Payton. Harry Payton's got a one-on-one situation against Balogun. Balogun doesn't really deal with it that well. Allows Payton to cut inside, gets a shot off, and it's a very good save from Alan McGregor. We'll talk about just how important that save was in a second, but great to see McGregor's always there. It doesn't matter whether it's the first minute or the last minute, McGregor is always there to stop at least something, and he's a big massive part of why we got the points. And not long after that, a couple of minutes later, we got our first goal. It's Ryan Kent in the middle of the pitch, just in midfield, plays it through to Alfredo Morelos. Alfredo Morelos takes a couple of neat touches, he's got his back to goal, and he passes it back to Davis. Davis plays a wonderful, absolutely sensational ball right through the eye of the needle, right down the right hand side for Tavernier to get onto. Tavernier does exactly what he does best, cuts it across the 6-yard box, and Kamar Roof gets his toe onto the ball, takes a gamble at the front post, and he just beats the defender to the ball, gets a neat touch on it, and it goes into the back of the net for 1-0. Just a couple of minutes later, Roof actually had a great chance to make it 2. Morelos with some good play in the edge of the box, threads it through, trying to find Ryan Kent. The defender slides in, gets a touch on it to knock it away from Kent, but it drops kindly to Kamar Roof, who's running in, and he just fires just over the bar. I think he's gone for power rather than accuracy in that one, and he probably should have scored that. So that's pretty much in terms of chances in the first half. There was one wee incident that did happen in the first half right at the end, where Vigurs just absolutely sized down Morelos. Really poor tackle, well worthy of the booking that he got. But just after that, there was something said by Michael Gardine that nobody quite knows what was said, but it did provoke a very bad reaction from a lot of the Rangers players who were in the vicinity, and also the coaching staff as well. We're quite annoyed about it. We don't know what's been said. I don't want to speculate, but it's obviously going to be either racist or homophobic or something. Gerrard said after the game that it was something that was said on the pitch that doesn't belong on a football pitch, so we can only assume that that is quite bad and quite nasty, but I don't know what was said, so I can't speculate on that. Sky Sports didn't touch on it at all at half time, and I'm actually quite surprised that Sportscene did talk about it. Of course, Michael Stewart completely just denied the whole thing. Oh no, we didn't care what's been said, so let's not make a big deal of it. Absolute bullshit, Michael Stewart. You know that something's happened there and it needs to be dealt with. And even Stuart Kettlewell after the game said that if they find out what's been said, then Michael Gardine will be dealt with. So it's good to see that Ross County are actually taking the right approach to that as well. So we got to half time, 1-0 up, but I did feel in the second half we needed a second goal just to kind of kill the game a little bit. Ross County look always very dangerous on the counter attack. They're very quick. Ross Stewart's got some good feet, and he's actually quite quick for a big lad. So there was always a danger of them coming back into the game. So I think we needed that second goal to kind of kill it off. And right from the off in the second half, I thought we really pushed for that goal. Tavernier had a cross that was just inches past. I think it was flicked on by what was his name again? Morris. It was flicked on by Morris that almost went in. and that was close. And then Ryan Kent had a chance where he skips past two players, just drives down the left hand side, crosses it in. Roof makes the header, forces the keeper into a really good save, but it drops right at Alfie's feet. Alfie's just about to strike, just about to get his goal, and the defender blocks it and it goes away. Chance gone for Alfie, and you could just really feel for him that he really needs a goal, and we'll talk a wee bit about that in a second. We didn't have to wait too long on the goal. 56 minutes on the clock, which is 10 minutes after, or 11 minutes rather, after half time. Ryan Kent again on the left finds Morelos in the box. Morelos takes another shot, again it's blocked, and it falls to Ryan Kent again. Ryan Kent puts it back into a very dangerous area on the 6-yard box, and Kamar Roof goes for it, the defender goes for it, and Tav's right behind it, and through a combination of either Roof, the defender, or the goalkeeper, it somehow comes up back off Tavernier and goes into the net. I'm not really sure who gets the final touch on it. It's definitely Tav's final touch, but I don't know how it actually falls to him. I think it might have been Roof got the shot onto the goalkeeper and it came back and then went in off Tav. But Tav's in the right place at the right time again for his 16th goal this season. Absolutely insane. On the 72nd minute we got our final goal, our third goal, which I think really killed it off. That's what I said final, it was in my head there. Goldson slides it down for Tav, very similar to Davis's ball for the first goal. Down the right hand side for Tav. Tav slips it in, low driven cross right across the box. Alfie's there just to tap it in. All he needs to do is waiting it come in, and unfortunately for him, Callum Morris slides in and the ball's at the back of it for an own goal. And you can see how frustrated Morelos was when that goal went in. Normally if you get that goal, doesn't matter who you are, if the ball goes in the net, you're celebrating. Morelos, you could see in his body language that he was not happy that that goal went in, and it wasn't him that put it in. Obviously, as I said, normally you'd be like, yes, but he was like, you could see it in his face, he was so dejected when that ball went in, and I did really feel a little bit sorry for him. So just after that goal we made a plethora of changes. I failed to mention here that 8 minutes ago Aribo went off for Arfield. Now that goal went in, Morelos went off for Defoe, Camara went off for Zungu, Kent went off for Hadji, and Roof went off for Big Cedric Eaton. Despite all those changes, Ross County actually made a couple of changes themselves. It was Ross County that made the next effort. Gardine on the right hand side gets down into a good position, tries a cross, and the cross is one of those cross come shots, and it hits the top of the crossbar. Was completely unexpected, I didn't think he meant it, but it was still a chance in the end and we managed to clear it. In the 90th minute we managed to seal it 4-0 with Jermaine Defoe. I'll talk a wee bit about him. Bassey plays it down the left hand side in search of Eaton. The defender gets in front, all he's got to do is hold Eaton off or put it out for a goal kick or a throw in or a corner or something. He doesn't do any of that. Eaton's got the power to get in, he uses his strength, gets in behind, plays the ball across. It's very similar to Tav's crosses for a couple of goals. Falls to Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe back to goal, quickly turns, spins and puts it through the goalkeeper's legs for 4-0, and that's his 800th appearance with another goal. Just that incredible career he's had, and I think he'll continue to score goals with it when he gets a chance to come on late on and affect games. In terms of man of the match, I know that I think BBC gave it to Tav. I don't know who Sky Sports gave it to. I had to leave like a couple of minutes before the end of the game. But mine was Davis. I thought his passing was absolutely sensational, particularly in the first half. For that goal was excellent. And the only mistake he did make with a pass was that first chance for Ross County. It was his pass that led to the transition and play, and they then hit the long ball. But apart from that, I thought he was superb, and defensively as well, he was absolutely solid. So I'd give it to Davis. Special mention to Tavernier. I thought he played another outstanding game, got a couple of assists again, got his goal. And one thing I want to say about Tav, I keep hearing I keep reading on social media this comment, and it keeps coming up. I wasn't too sure about Tav at first, but he's starting to play well and I'm starting to like him. I had my doubts about him at first. I honestly don't know where the doubts coming from Tavernier. His first season, well, his first ever start for Rangers was against Hibs. We beat them 6-2 and he scored a double that day. We went on to win the league that year, albeit it's the championship. We won the Petrofac Cup where he scored an absolute blinder, absolute screamer of a goal to win it. He overtook Sandy Jardine as the most goals for a right back in a single season that season, and from then his numbers have continued to grow. I really didn't understand why he's got this criticism constantly. But he can't defend, he can't defend. Do you know what? Tav can defend. The only time he kind of looks a little bit shaky is when he's out of position because he's been up creating chances for us, which he does numerous times. The only thing I will say about Tav is he's not got the height. When the ball comes into the box and he tries to jump for it, that's maybe when he gets a little bit found out, but he's not that type of player and I wouldn't change him, to be honest. I think he's a fantastic player and a lot of fans need to get off his back, to be honest. So as I said, finished 4-0 and we got the 3 points, which put us originally 14 points in front. Celtic played their game and drew with St Johnstone, which is fantastic for us. So we're now 13 points in front. Obviously Celtic have a couple of games in hand. It's looking good, but I'm not going to get carried away. Take one game at a time and that's all we can do. All I will say is that I think we've got a couple of dodgy games coming up. St Johnstone away is going to be a tough game. Hibs at home on Boxing Day is going to be a tough game, and then obviously we've got the Old Firm. Obviously I've missed out a couple of games. I'm just picking out the ones that I think will be really dodgy. But if we can get through all these games and then beat Celtic, then I'll start to believe that maybe something's possible. But until then, I'm just going to keep it very much on the ground and just go game by game. I hope you guys are doing the same. I'm sick of seeing stuff on social media. That's 55 now, we're going to win the league. It makes us look stupid if nothing happens this season. It really does. So please, as Rangers fans, please stop that. It's great to get excited and it's great to be in a position we're in, but let's just take it one game at a time, guys, and see where it leads. So that's the video pretty much wrapped up, guys. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.